In this video, we're going to be breaking down how Dustin Poirier can upset Islam Makhachev. So, first and foremost, you see the face, right? He's bloodied up. There's a beauty in that, guys. It's fighting. You're not always going to be the guy swinging the hammer, okay? You're not always going to be the guy doing the damage. Sometimes you're going to be the nail. You're going to have to take some damage, and Dustin Poirier knows how to do that. Dustin Poirier knows how to get beat up and right the ship and able to come back. He doesn't get discouraged when he loses a round. He doesn't get discouraged when he loses 2 rounds, okay? He bounces back and he comes back stronger when you make him bleed, when you beat him up. He comes back stronger. So that's going to benefit him a lot, okay? He's not going to quit on himself in there, okay? Maybe he gets caught in a choke and he has to tap. It is what it is. But he'll never stop trying to win. Now, he also has better striking than Islam Makhachev. I do not believe Islam Makhachev is proven enough in the lightweight division for you to say he's got better striking than a Dustin Poirier. I just don't see it. I don't see how him head kicking a Volkanovski, who's a featherweight, right? It's Alexander the Great Volkanovski. He earned that the great part of his name at featherweight, okay? He didn't earn that in the lightweight division. So with that said, I don't see how head kicking a featherweight on short notice at that, I think it was like 2 weeks notice, gives you like this standing of I'm the most elite striker in the division. He's not, okay? He's not. And maybe he could prove it. He could prove it over time, but that's what I'm saying. He has to prove it still. He's got to go in there and, do something to Dustin in order to prove that. Now, as far as Dustin Poirier in the later rounds, I think that may be his best chance, honestly, because what have we seen from Islam in the later rounds? We've seen him lose the 5th round to Volkanovski, who is a featherweight, and get put in stacked guard and just get fucking pummeled on. You know what I mean? We did see that happen. We saw that happen, guys. We can't erase it from the memory banks. I know all of you Islam Makhachev fans are sitting there with the Men in Black flashlight, zoop, and you guys hope for us to all forget that, but we can't forget that. It happened, and it's part of the story. And I think if Dustin Poirier is in that 5th round, and if Dustin Poirier catches him with an uppercut, or if Dustin Poirier sinks in that guillotine, it could be a problem. Also, this is MMA, okay? This is the craziest combat sport in the world. It's the most unpredictable, and something could happen at the flash, just like my green screen gave out, and change the entire complexion of a fight. One leg kick is all it takes to kill the perennial nerve. One punch is all it takes to shut down the liver. One punch or kick is all it takes to turn off the brain, right? Hit that button on the chin, etc., etc. It's all it takes. And I'm not saying Islam won't win. I'm not saying he can't win. Of course he can. He's the damn favorite for a reason. But Dustin Poirier can win too, guys. And this sport is crazy enough. And I've been watching this sport long enough, since 2009, guys. A lot of you guys started watching late. A lot of you guys started watching in pandemic times. A lot of you guys started watching during Conor McGregor's rise. I've been watching this sport since 2009, okay? I don't claim to be the end-all, be-all. People have been watching this since 1993, you get me? But I've seen a lot. And I've done the research in the history, went back and watched fights. I've seen a lot of come from behind wins. I've seen a lot of upset wins, okay? The biggest upset win is like Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor. That's like one of the biggest ones that comes to mind. But guess there's been a lot more, my friends. There's been a lot more. And I've witnessed them. I've seen them happen. And I would not be surprised if Dustin Poirier pulls it off against Islam Makhachev, who, by the way, has an arrogant attitude about him. He just does. That's his personality. His personality is this, almost, to put it in Dragon Ball Z terms, Frieza like character. If you watch his press conferences, especially the one that lead up to the Volkanovski fights, he comes off like Frieza. It's crazy. For those of you Dragon Ball Z fans, I implore you to go look at it and see the comparison for yourself. But he has this arrogance about him. And that could be his downfall as well, guys. That could be his downfall as well. So all I'm saying is this. Dustin Poirier has a chance of beating him. Justin Gaethje has a chance of beating him. Even Max Holloway, you know, that BMF guy that's floating around in between featherweight and lightweight, he's got a chance of beating him. Volkanovski on the full camp, I'm just saying, got a chance of beating him. You know, these people, Mateus Gamrot, Saryukian in a rematch, Charles Oliveira in a rematch. Islam Makhachev is not Khabib Nurmagomedov, and Islam Makhachev is not unbeatable. He's not invincible. He has lost before, and he has looked vulnerable before, as recently as the Volkanovski fight, the first one. And I'm just saying, man, I'm tired of hearing his fans and others talk about, oh, why even make the fight? Islam's just going to win. Islam dominates, blah, blah, blah. That takes the whole fun out of the sport, guys. That takes the fun out of it. And we wouldn't have all the upsets that we've gotten in our history if we had that attitude. So keep that in mind as well. This fight takes place next week, and I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Whether you agree, disagree, it doesn't matter. Just join the discussion, follow for more, and leave a like if you enjoy the time spent. Thank you. You are all appreciated.